welcome everyone to a special edition 76th show, which is hard to believe, of our Londonderry View. And we have very special guests with us, humble heroes behind the scene, Stephen and Julie Lee, who created and have brought us Concerts on the Common for many years now. So we are going to let you take the show and really tell us all about how you got started and what your hopes and dreams are and what's coming up next Wednesday. So thank you for being with us, Stephen and Julie. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so tell us, we're excited.
No, absolutely. So just to get a little background, I guess we started in 2003. Unlike what the T-shirt says.
Yeah, ignore the T-shirt.
Ignore the T-shirt. It's 2003. And it's Concerts on the Common. It's under the umbrella of the Londonderry Arts Council, which is a town sanctioned council, and is under the leadership of our chairman, Larry Casey. Some other council activities that we have are the Arts Cafe, the Youth Art Contest, which started in the pandemic, and that's really taken off every year. We just launched the first Wild Apples Literary Journal, and
had quite a crowd for that.
We did, and
at
it's
the
just
Historical Society.
they just did an incredible job on that. It's really nice, and we'll be selling some at the concerts too if people want to get them. And so Concerts on the Common, it's really the only regular weekly arts event in Londonderry that we have. And so we like to, so we kind of bookend them too. We start with the last concert of the seniors, the seniors at the high school.
Right.
And then the other end
with the
is
jazz band.
Yeah. And then the other end is the
Old Home Day.
Old Home Day. So some history. It was started by town councilor Brian Farmer back in 2003. I was supporting him with it, but it really he was the guy who was the engine making it happen the first few years. And then he kind of got busy with work and stuff like that, and so I got more and more involved. And
I stepped in to help.
Julie
our kids
dragged
through
her
the
in.
years,
Yes.
since
Our kids
2003.
were involved, absolutely.
A family affair.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
And so one thing that we did just in the past couple of months is we have a lot of photographs from all of the concerts, and we created a new page on our website of just the history of the concerts, how they started. I have some recollections from Brian, his own words of how it started, and then I put up all of the photos that we've taken over the years, and
the schedules from each year as well, that best we could recreate from our archives. So if you go to that particular page on the website, you'll see from each year's 2003 all the way to present, and you can see each week who performed, and there are even some clicks. You could click that and it takes to the photos of those concerts, those early days, and it was early. It was early.
What is the how can someone get to that?
Well, if you go, the easiest way is to go to concertsonthecommon.org, and that brings you really to the Londonderry Arts Council page. But in that section of the concerts, there's a pull down on the top right, and it kind of lists the schedule, about the concerts, parking information there, and then the history is a new page there.
Oh my goodness.
There's a drawing by Elaine Farmer
just
on
beautiful.
that page as
I
well of the
remember
bandstand, which is just beautiful.
Yeah, it was actually one of our first T-shirts, I think. Was
That's
that
right,
drawing.
that's right.
Yeah, just gorgeous. So that's kind of the history of it, and then we wanted to get into, just really jump into the schedule right away, to let folks know what's coming up this year. We're super excited about the schedule. We've got some great bands coming. So I don't know, we want to kick off with high school.
Sure. So the high school jazz ensembles will be performing. Now this is next Wednesday, so Wednesday, June 4th. It's coming right up.
7 o'clock.
And yes, we work with Serge Bollier and his staff. And this year it will be both of the jazz ensembles from the high school, Jazz Lab, Jazz, and then the Jazz Ensemble. And then also Brad Houston from the middle school is bringing his jazz ensemble as well. And we're hoping the orchestra as well.
Yeah.
So that should be a fun, packed night for parents and kids, and of course the last night for the seniors, the high school seniors in their last concert. So
And the
yeah, we're
weather's
excited
supposed to
for
be
that.
good.
Oh,
Yes,
yes,
yeah, you
yes,
already
yes.
checked.
So far, so good.
Yes,
Aw.
yeah. We get into being meteorologists all
Yeah.
summer
Yes.
long,
Oh,
and just
geez.
fretting about the weather
Yeah.
every single week. But,
Yeah.
but yeah.
So that's a start. And then the following week, we have one of the biggest concerts, if not the biggest concert of the season, is the band Couch. They performed for us last year, huge hit. This is an
We had
internationally
nearly
toured.
800 last year
Yeah.
for Couch, and it was a super hot
Hot.
night
Very hot.
as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have like a pop and funk and rock and an R&B soul kind of mix. They do their own songs. They do a lot of covers also. They came back after the raffle break with ABBA's
Dancing
Queen.
Queen.
And
Yeah.
everybody
Everybody
was
was
up
up
dancing.
dancing.
And nobody sat down after that.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
But I mean, we're looking at each other like, ABBA? Dancing
Really?
Queen?
Yeah.
These are, it's a young band.
Yeah.
They even know the songs, so we were
Of
surprised.
course, of course.
Yeah, but that's a lot of fun. And also, this band is just great. They've extended an invitation to any musical high school students, or really anybody that's a fan, to come there around 4 o'clock. They're going to do their sound check, and after that, they're going to have a Q&A with anybody that would like to talk to them, get to know them.
Yeah.
And they're just super nice, just
Yeah.
a super nice band.
What a
So
great
we,
opportunity.
we made
for
sure
somebody.
that Serge knew,
Yep.
and Brad knows that the musical kids,
Pass the
their
word, yeah.
kids,
That's awesome.
can come and
That's
meet the band and
exciting.
talk
Yeah.
to them. And
Yeah.
What an opportunity.
Yeah.
Do you remember one year High South, I think it was?
Yes. Oh,
And
yeah. That was
how many
fun.
years ago was that? Definitely before COVID.
Yeah, before COVID.
And it was Kathy Blash and I think myself and Kirby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they came early and we interviewed them up on the stage.
Yes.
And that was one of my favorite
That was
memories.
great.
It was
Yeah.
just-
No,
and they were
absolutely.
wonderful.
Yeah.
And they drew another international band.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That,
Yeah.
and they were selling their CDs and all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
great memory. That's going to be a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so
then,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great of them to extend that invite
Oh,
to our
yeah.
kids.
Yeah,
really.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
Good stuff.
So, then we've got.
And then Linda Ronstadt is the following week then. And we missed having the Linda Ronstadt experience. We missed having them last year because we had a scheduling conflict, but we had them the year before, and they were also a huge
good.
hit. Extremely talented group of musicians. Tristan McIntosh is the lead singer, and she sounds and looks just like Linda Ronstadt. I
Yeah.
mean, seriously,
Yeah.
it's just amazing.
Lot of fun.
That's a great night, really a great night.
Yeah. Then East Coast Soul is the following week, and it's a 10-piece band. They played for us first last year. They have 3 lead singers, and just a lot of the members, if not all of them, are from Berkeley. Went to Berkeley College, and so they can really play. And they just a lot of soul, Motown, and then current songs I don't really know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too new.
Catchy though.
We're showing
But
our
super.
age, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But they are so
Yeah.
good. They are so tight. They've got a horn section, and they're a lot of fun. So looking
Yeah,
forward to them.
a lot of fun. And then the following week is Cool, Cool, Cool. This
what?
gets us
Cool,
into
cool,
July, I think.
Yep, July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
July 2nd is Cool, 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 and we've discovered them through, I believe, the promoters of Couch,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we were really impressed with what we saw. And Cool, Cool, Cool actually is they tour with Talking Heads. They're the backup band for the Talking Heads, back the 80s band.
Yeah.
And but it's just going to be Cool, Cool, Cool performing for us, and
Yeah.
we're very excited. It's
2
kind of a
female
funky,
leads.
2 female leads.
And they are just really
Yeah.
dynamic on stage.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
Yeah, and it should be really cool. Then we have Bruce Marshall Group returning. I think this is his 11th. I think it's his 11th performance for us. He missed last year, but he's back this year, and he's great. It's kind of a southern boogie,
Yeah.
country, blues.
Rockabilly sort of
Yeah,
sound,
and
southern rock.
a lot of covers, and then he has his own songs, which is kind of the sweet
Yeah.
spot for us. A band that's really has a little bit of both, so they're super popular.
Yeah.
And I know one of Larry's favorite bands, so we're glad to have them back.
And then we have a special concert on July 12th, and it's Steve Blunt and Friends, and this is Concerts on the Common for Kids. And this is our 2nd year partnering with Leach Library. The librarians there are just phenomenal. And this is going to be a special Saturday concert. 2 to 3 in the afternoon. So we're hoping that the little ones will have already had their nap and can come and come to the concert with their families. So we're really excited about that. And Steve Blunt, I believe, is a librarian or an educator, or at least he tours the schools in New Hampshire. And so some of the kids may be familiar with Steve and his music, so that should be fun.
Yeah, we had one last year, the first kids concert on the kids for last year, and it was a hit.
It was a
Yeah,
big hit.
yeah, it was a big hit.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
had great weather for it and a lot of fun.
For sure.
Yeah. Then we have Brian Mace Band, and Brian is really, he is honestly a Boston rock legend. He has played with everybody, and just an incredible singer, songwriter, keyboard player. He's had Barry Goodrow, the former lead guitar player for Boston. He's come a couple times to play with them. He's not here with them this year, but he always has just all-star musicians. And his wife, Mary Beth, she's just phenomenal.
Yeah,
she just
vocalist
sings.
and guitar player
Oh my
as
gosh,
well.
she does some Janis Joplin tunes and just hits them out of the park. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
she's just super
No,
powerful
they're
voice.
fun, and they're super nice people.
Yeah.
Then Chicago Total Access. We had this band last year for the first
John's
time.
favorite.
John's
John's
favorite.
We had to be indoors, unfortunately, and but we packed
It
the
was
high school
amazing.
It was,
cafeteria.
Still.
it was
Wow.
jammed.
Yeah, and this is a huge band as well.
We've
so
never
many-
filled the cafeteria like that before.
No, never with
And this
concert
was just
goers
jammed.
for sure on a rainy night.
And people were still dancing a
Oh
little
my
like
gosh,
that.
yes.
It was wonderful.
Yeah,
It
Yes,
was
exactly.
great.
They were great. So we'll have them back this year, and we're hoping to be on the Common, because I think
yeah.
that'll make a huge difference with their sound.
Sure.
So we're excited to have them back. They're really
Absolutely.
talented.
Yeah. And Delta Generators, that's the following week.
That's my favorite.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Brian Templeton.
Brian Templeton. I mean,
Can't beat him.
he's just awesome. He's,
I love that band.
Yeah, just
Some
a
of-
great guy.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but some of our earliest photos on the
The
website that we were
earliest
talking
photo,
about
the earliest
are of
photo
Brian.
is Brian.
Yeah,
Because he
the
lived in
earliest
town
photos.
back then,
Is
too.
right.
He raised his
That's
family
right.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was in Londonderry.
And he would assemble a band way back
Yep.
when of professionals, and man, I tell you, he was a huge. And
Yeah.
he played every year for a
For a
long
long
while,
time, yeah.
until he started touring.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
he goes
Europe.
all over Europe too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's another one,
they were in Europe
right.
again. Yep, this past winter they were in Europe also. And then we have me.
Oh yeah,
Or you-
so Delta Generators, and then Martin and Kelly. Martin and Kelly will be the 6th of August, as we're kind of winding down concerts for the concert season. But Martin and Kelly, it's probably our 5th year with Martin and Kelly.
Yeah, something like
This
that. Yeah.
this duet is just amazing, and they bring that rocky country
Very
sound,
country,
very
very
country,
country, yeah.
extremely talented performers, and they travel all over the U.S. as well.
Yeah, Ryan's
to
an
perform.
amazing guitar player.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always out west.
Oh
They're-
yeah,
they're-
for
they're
sure.
touring a
for
ton
sure.
out west.
And the fun thing is at 5:30 that evening, if you wanted to come early, then we have free line dancing with Linda Wick and line
Yeah, we did
dancing.
that last year.
We did
It
that
was
last
fun.
year, and it was
Yeah.
a big hit.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
She shows you how to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
Yeah, and the idea there is we're trying to get come up
Trying-
with ideas of letting people have more community, being able to talk to
meet one another.
meet one
Yeah.
another and talk. I mean, you can't do that during the concert really so much, so we're trying to think of different things
Yeah,
to
meet
do
your
with
neighbor.
that. Yeah, meet your neighbor. So, and then we end up with probably one of the biggest concerts of the season typically, and it's Studio 2, the Beatles,
That's
a
my
Beatles
husband's.
tribute band.
He loves the Beatles.
the
He
Yeah.
loves that band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're great. They dress the part. They
Look the part.
they look
Yeah,
the
they
part.
talk,
they
yeah,
talk
they talk
in
the
English
part.
accents.
Yes.
Really? Wow.
And they only play Beatles songs that the Beatles actually played in concert, not just record. They don't do any stuff that was just recorded, which is older stuff, or well, newer stuff, I guess. They only do the really beginning stuff that they did actually in
Yeah,
concert.
they're a
so,
lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think last year we counted
Yeah, it
just
was
under 1,000, like 997 or something like that.
yeah.
And we know we missed people,
Yeah,
so we
yeah,
had
we get
over
that big.
1,000 on the Common.
Yeah, yeah. Some other things to mention. We have vendors at the concerts. We have food. We have the wonderful One Happy Clam food truck. Rick and Sue have been with us for several years now. Just great food. Lots of seafood and hot dogs, hamburgers. We have Kristen with Kernels for College. This is probably her 4th year.
Yeah, she started when she was 9.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So it's great to have her back. And then Timeless Treats Ice Cream Truck, they're back again. We have the Londonderry Chamber of Commerce. The Londonderry Historical Society is going to have a table. Ivy Brook Academy, they're going to have a table also. Jersey Mike's. And the New Hampshire AARP. And we think we're having a cotton candy group there
A
too.
fundraiser for
Yeah.
band.
For band,
Oh,
yeah.
what a
band,
great
yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
It's
So
a great
again,
opportunity for
Oh, it's certainly
It
Yeah,
is, and we
yeah.
really
Yeah.
we really try to encourage the businesses that
Yeah,
sponsor.
that's really
Come have a
nice.
table and just
Meet people.
and
Yeah.
let them
It
know
makes
more
it
about your business.
more interesting for everybody, you know.
For
Oh,
sure.
for sure,
it
yeah.
does.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
so we definitely encourage that, and so we're glad to see more and more of
Yeah.
that happening.
We have free weekly raffles, of course. You know, that's become a huge draw for people, and
Wonderful,
you know,
right?
one of the favorites. And this year, along with Stonyfield Yogurt, who donates yogurt every single week for our raffle, the 99 has provided a gift card for every concert. So 12, we had 12 gift cards. And then Estes Country Store, $35 from them for every single week. And then we always have gift cards that concert goers so generously donate to us.
It's unbelievable. I mean,
Honestly,
we're walking
yeah.
around passing out the programs, passing out the free raffle tickets, and people just say, "Here's a card
Yeah.
for the raffle tonight."
I think
And
I had
we always end
yeah.
up with stuff.
I think
to
I
give
had a
out.
dozen prizes for the very last
Yeah.
concert of the
Right.
season.
Yeah.
There was a
Last
dozen.
time,
Yeah.
And I
lot.
tried to go through them really fast to
Yeah.
get back to music, but you know, it's fun. Everybody
Yeah.
loves it.
And you bring up usually
Oh,
the little
kids.
ones, the kids.
Yeah.
Those
They
are
love to
great.
pick it out of
They
Yeah.
do,
Yeah.
they
Tickets.
do, and they
Yeah.
want to talk on the microphone.
they
you know? Exactly.
Yeah, it's a lot
It's
of fun.
Yeah.
And we also would like to thank and put out the word that we love our volunteers. They help and make this thing happen, especially as the audience gets larger. It takes more time for us to hand out all the raffle tickets.
Right.
And so we've had to come up with schemes on how to divide the crowd and make it easy for people to take a section and pass out the tickets and
Right.
stuff. And so we're looking for more volunteers.
well,
Just
we're
really
hoping
like
for
the
more
first 15 or 20 minutes of the concert, really.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
more people we have, the faster it goes.
Sure.
Right, that's true. too.
Sure.
So,
And luckily, we've been able to secure gift cards for our volunteers from generously donated by the Greater New Hampshire restaurants, Great New Hampshire restaurants, I guess. They've given us $600 worth of gift cards for volunteers. So for
Yeah.
every 4 concerts you volunteer at, you get a gift card. And so there is potential each season with 12 concerts to get 3 gift cards.
That's
Yeah,
really
that's a
nice.
lot,
for,
yeah.
you know,
Kinda
T-bones
fun,
and
right?
yeah. Exactly.
and we help keep track of, which ones you volunteer at and stuff, so you
Yeah,
don't have to
for
worry
sure.
about that. But if you want to learn more about it, you can contact us through our website, concertsonthecommon.org. Go there, and at the bottom, you'll see on the About that there's a little form you can fill out to reach us, or through Facebook or Instagram. We're on both of those with @Concerts on the Common is our handle, whatever you call it. But yeah, we'd love to hear from you, or just come up to us at a concert and
Say you want to help.
say you want to help. And then some other folks that we'd like to thank. The town gives us just tons of support. I mean, it's
Yeah, for
every
sure.
group really. And as I'm making the list, it's like, oh yeah, them, those guys too. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the finance department, the Department of Public Works, the fire department, the police department, the access center. Here we are. Schools and custodians, they really help when we have to move inside. That's a big deal, and they really help to make that happen.
Don't forget about Alert.
Alert. I was
And
gonna say
Alert,
Alert.
yeah, we have
Alert
Alert.
for-
They've
for
been helping the past
Oh,
few years
my goodness.
with
Yeah.
parking, and that's made a big
Yeah.
difference.
And that's teams of people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a
Really
lot
is
of
that
people
are
that
all
help us.
volunteers.
Yeah.
And the bigger it
too.
gets, the more congestion.
It's-
And I hate to
yeah.
say that, but it does.
is.
It
No,
gets
I
a little
agree.
confusing.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I
there's
agree.
always somebody there to help walk
Always.
across. And
Yes.
the lights, those big lights that they
Yes.
have and
Yeah,
stuff. And it
that's
starts
from
to get
the
darker.
fire
and stuff.
It's
department.
much safer
Yes.
now
Yes.
than the old days,
Exactly.
for sure.
Yeah.
And even,
and the town clerk department, you know, you folks,
Yes,
you know, you
absolutely.
can come with our
Yes.
donations and deposit
Yeah.
them, and I mean, it's
that's
amazing.
nice.
Make it go
Yeah.
smoothly. So.
Yeah.
And one thing to point out is that in our program, the center sheet is a
Parking scheme.
is a
Yeah.
parking
Oh,
instructions,
That's
where
good
to
to
park
know.
and stuff. And this is on our website too. If you go to concertsonthecommon.org, one of the pages there is parking and basically explains, where you can go. So it's, when you go there, we have designated handicap parking.
We do.
And then other parking for
Right.
other folks too.
Yeah. It's good to know ahead so you're not stuck in congestion.
Right, and not trying to pull into a handicap spot when,
Right.
which is what Alert really helps us.
Alert's pretty good at that.
Yeah,
They'll
very good.
get away.
Exactly.
They're
Exactly.
amazing. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
And then our sponsors, we have 43 sponsors this year, which is just unbelievable. We had 36 last year. I think we had 32 the year before. So it's just the number of sponsors just keeps going up. Enables us to get these great bands, do all of these things. We just can't thank the sponsors enough. And so they're listed on our webpage also. And if folks are, at their stores, whatever, just to thank them.
For sure.
We'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Our budget is made up of like 26, so kind of break things down. Our budget's 27% town funds this year, 20% from the New Hampshire Council for the Arts, a grant we get, and then 53% from corporate sponsorships and from families that donate also. So we really want to thank everyone for that.
But we
That's for
also
sure.
have, you're very much the humble heroes behind the scenes all these years. You're thanking everyone else, the sponsors and all, but the reality is
There's
this
a lot of work.
Concert on the Commons
A
would
lot of
not
work.
happen if it wasn't for the two of you sitting
there's a
here.
lot of work involved.
Because,
Yes.
all of this, I'm looking at it, the time to create these things and to reach out to sponsors and to maintain your own lives. But, this is, I know, your heart and your passion,
Right.
and thousands get to enjoy it. So, I know you're both very humble, but we just can't let
Yes,
that
thanks
pass.
enough.
Yeah,
Thank you.
because what a beautiful event. I pretty much grew up here, and used to see a few and every year the growth.
The growth is incredible,
Oh my
really.
gosh,
Yeah.
it's just
Really is.
it's just, and during COVID it saved us in so many ways, and now what I love too is you see more people up there dancing. Like
Yeah.
every year
Yeah,
there's a
it's great.
different kind of growth with
Yeah.
Concert on the Commons, and you
Right.
two never waver. You have more energy than I could imagine each and every year, so it's such a positive thing for the community. And bringing,
you.
like when new people come in, we have our little welcome back from the
Yeah, we
Chamber
have
of
the-
Commerce, and we all just really brag about, hey,
We tell
Concerts
them,
on the Common is
Oh,
coming
yes,
up.
yeah.
Exactly.
And it's like, really, it's free, and it's it's every Wednesday night. What if it rains?
Yeah, we
So
always
my
have a concert.
gosh, it's so we can't thank you enough. It's
thank
just
you.
Great, and
You're right. It is a labor of love, and
It's a labor of
we
love.
actually wonder. We're retired, both retired now. We wonder how did we
Yeah,
do
do
this?
this.
With the kids and everything
Oh my
else.
gosh.
We're working.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
my gosh.
Because the amount of time that Stephen spends on this, even through the fall and winter, I mean, he's booking bands in September and October for the following
Well, it's
year.
getting earlier and earlier because
Earlier and
we're able
earlier.
to afford better and better bands, and they're
Right.
obviously booking out further in advance.
Way
than,
ahead.
Yeah, so
And that's another big part of it that we really just touched on, is that how do we get to these Wednesday nights? Well, you interview bands, you're reaching out to their sponsors and to their agents and trying to settle on a fair
Right.
amount.
It's not a
Right.
one phone call thing.
Oh
it's
my
a
gosh.
lot of phone calls and
Yeah.
a lot of
Calls,
emails, and I'm
yes.
sure, yeah.
Very, very
Yeah, for sure.
involved.
I mean, in the old days, it was just like kind of really in the beginning, it was hard because there was no real internet of YouTube and things
Right.
where you could just go and see them online. So you'd be asking them to send you a CD or
Yeah.
something like that
Yeah,
to learn
that's
more.
true,
What do they
yeah.
sound like? You can't
Yeah.
just go by what
You don't want
they-
to find out the night that they're performing.
No,
So-
that's bad.
True, too.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
it's a whole lot easier now because, I mean, we've stumbled on Couch as an example. We were actually looking at a different performer, and she was opening for Couch, and we're like, Couch, what the heck is Couch?
Even when you say
that
the
sounds like a
name
weird,
now,
sounds like
it's
a
like-
weird band. So we clicked on, did a little bit of searching and found some live performances on YouTube, not
Yeah,
just stuff they did in
yeah.
the studio.
5 minutes into a YouTube video, and we're like, we're sold. We want
Oh my
these
God.
guys.
Yeah, so we gotta, all they can say is no, or,
Exactly.
just some price that we just can't afford. So we ask.
Yeah, we reach out,
Yeah.
for sure.
And only because they're out of Boston. If they were out of some other city, because they
my
can just drive up,
gosh.
it's the middle of the week for them. So that's really how we're able to kind of
To get them.
finagle
To
to get them to
group of
come.
that
Yeah,
caliber.
yeah.
It's not taking away from their prime nights or
Exactly.
anything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't compete with a weekend.
Right.
So,
Right, right.
so we're lucky at that. Yeah.
Boy,
But
that's-
yeah.
And maybe a little shout out about your T-shirts because
Oh
that
yes,
helps.
so these are the official concert T-shirts, which we have on sale every week, $15 or 2 for $25. All proceeds support the concerts. So yeah, wear them
And it's
proudly.
Actually, yeah, it was actually designed by one of my brothers has an advertising agency, and during COVID, one of his art people, they weren't doing a lot, volunteered and did some
And
new
created
graphics
this,
for us
yeah.
and stuff. And so he's actually coming with his wife to the couch concert.
Yeah, Steven's brother is
Yeah,
coming
came
to
from
the
St. Paul,
From
Minnesota.
St. Paul, yeah,
Yeah.
flying in.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
So we're really
Yeah.
excited. to
They'll visit us at the same time, but they're coming to
They're
see
coming
Couch.
to see Couch. Yeah, yeah.
That's
But
great.
that's how this came about, because we don't know how to do this stuff,
No,
that's for sure.
no.
So, yeah,
Beautiful.
it was great, yeah.
And that is the other thing. People, it's not just our Londonderry family. It's
Right.
people from all over the state and relatives of families and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
wonderful free outing for
Oh, I've talked
families
about it
from-
many times to friends, and they're, are they going to be doing it this year? I go, yeah, every year. A
Yeah.
friend in Manchester, she comes down. Yeah, it's a lot of people
Yeah,
that come
really.
from different areas too.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 We have quite a few folks from Litchfield, from Hudson,
Yeah.
from
Derry,
Manchester, Derry.
Yeah.
Derry
We do a
people for sure,
survey as part
Wyndham.
of the grant from the state. We do a survey every year, and one of the questions is, what city or your town are you from? And so we get and it's, the list is quite long.
Yeah.
Surprised.
Yeah.
Be
So,
surprised.
yeah.
Yep.
Massachusetts even, so,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. But no.
Well, I think our time is almost up. You guys did a great job covering so much
Yeah,
thank
information in
you.
a short time, but it's really wonderful
for
every
having
year.
us.
I know I look forward to it every year. It's
Yeah.
great, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
know.
see neighbors and
Right.
people you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
see.
Absolutely.
and it's still part of that hometown feel that we're always looking for in Londonderry, that a lot of people are afraid we're getting away from with some of the building and things that we
Yeah.
don't want. But
Right,
we still can
right.
have that. It's,
Yeah,
it's a part of our
absolutely.
town. So
Yeah.
we just
I
have to
mean,
keep it
yeah.
going.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, our tagline is community, great music, summer evenings.
Yeah,
Right.
So,
that's a
community.
wonderful. Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, first and
That's
foremost,
awesome.
for sure.
I can't wait to go to the website now to review
To
that
check it all out.
history
To
again.
check it out.
Yeah.
You know, how it
it's a
all,
lot of
and the
fun.
pictures.
The
and-
pictures.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of photos there.
That's
so.
wonderful, and I know Erin will put some great ones behind us here
Yeah.
too, so that everyone can see at home. Well, we can't thank you enough.
Well, thank
Thank
you.
you.
It's really, it's always good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Always
you.
fun.
And you'll see us at those concerts, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
all of
Yeah.
us, so,
All right.
No, thank you, and we'll
Fabulous.
see you next time.